Let's check out these new Seiko Alpinist. Big thanks to Trifecta Watches in Lafayette, Indiana. I was just down there hanging out with Jake and the crew, having a little fun in Lafayette. Great little store if you're ever around that area. If not, you can just click the link down in the description, go right to the website, use my code, and get yourself a good deal on a watch. Multiple different brands, Seiko being one of them. Jake was very nice enough to loan me these 3 colorways. These are hard to get right now. They'll catch up with production, but these are fresh new releases, and they're pretty well done. Seiko did a good job with these ones, including this one, which is a little squeaky. But this is the very much iconic green with the gold tone. And I know a lot of people are going to be focused on the wrong thing, right? So it says automatic 3 days on the dial. I think that's fine. That's a nice balance on the lower portion of the dial. But what you really should be focused on is what it says on the top part of the dial. It says Alpinist. For a while, our Seiko Alpinist watches did not say Alpinist on them. It was the older ones that did. I mean, I'm even wearing an even older Alpinist that a lot of people don't even know exists. This is the SPB509. It does not say Alpinist. It has a cool font for the automatic on the dial on the bottom. But nowhere does it say Alpinist. It does say it on the case back though. So that is pretty cool. So we went from having these really cool Seiko Alpinist watches to a phase where I think there were some really good colorways, some good limited editions, collabs with some other companies and stuff like that. But they gave us the display case back, which these also have. But they also put on there the Alpinist logo on the display case back. But personally, I don't want the display case back. I want the good Alpinist case back, like what's on mine or what was on the SPB507. SPB507? Is that what it was? Yeah, I think it was. Like this one. But other than that, I like that it's on the dial. I like the black date wheel, and it's thinner. Let's cover the measurements. So the case width, I measure 39.5. The lug to lug is 46.4. The thickness is 13 millimeter. They scaled it down a little bit, basically 1/2 mil. I'm pretty sure the last Alpinist I had on here, I measured it at 13.5, which is the same thickness of like the Seiko SKX. I actually think this old SPB is actually even thinner than that. So they just don't need to be that thick. So they did scale it down a little bit. You have 20 millimeter lug opening. So yeah, ton of different NATO straps or bracelets that are available from Uncle's or a bunch of different companies. Of course, you can run some FKM rubber or something like that, but the bracelets are actually pretty good on these as well. So, and they do taper down a little bit, down to 18, I think. The clasp system, you only have 1 micro adjust. That's a downside. But other than that, the bracelet's actually good. It does articulate on that center end link there, so it doesn't extend the lug to lug length at all. Here's the black colorway. This is the safest pick if you're looking for a really good, clean, everyday type explorer like watch. This one here is the safest one to go with. The green with the gold is a classic, iconic, I think, at least in the more recent time of collecting Alpinist. But this black dial one is also very well done with that beautiful cathedral handset. They kept that, thankfully. I think they need to stick with that. And then you have this one here. It's kind of like a ice turquoise blue, beautiful blue colorway on this thing. You have that inner rotating chapter ring. That's your other crown here. The crowns are not signed. That's another, I mean, I'm not a huge snob of signing the crowns, but I mean, my old SPB509 was signed. So, also that old watch I have is a 6R15. These new ones, and the reason they boast about that automatic 3 days on there and the 20 bar, it's basically 200 meter water depth rating. Screw down crown is just under 6 millimeter. is that movement, the 6R55, 24 joules, has some anti-magnetic properties. Accuracy, still kind of that Seiko range where it's plus 25 to minus 15 seconds per day is the range of it. But I think they got that 6R kind of dialed in, I hope, at least with this new 6R55, because there was some issues with some middle of the development stages of the 6R movement. I mean, even my 6R15 doesn't run super great, but maybe I'll change it out to a 6R55. If these prove to be reliable and well done movements, maybe I'll upgrade it. Hopefully that's an option. But yeah, 3-day power reserve, 72 hours power reserve. Think about that. So this is something you can wear a few days a week, take it off wrist for 2-3 days, and then jump back into it. So pretty good option, I think, with the model. Let me do a wrist check. Let me get, we'll do a wrist check with all 3 of these, and then we will do a Lume shot. So here it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. I prefer them on bracelet. I really like that blue. That's a good looking one. This is the SPB503. Here's the hang tag. Retail price $9.95. These are pushing up there a little bit, basically $1,000. I mean, you're $5 short of it. You can see here with this black one will be a nice, clean, iconic one. I am looking forward to, and I'm absolutely positive they'll do it. It won't be a stark white, but it'll be more of an opaline white. I personally think they should just go with a straight, flat white, and then maybe do a little pop of orange on there. I think that would be epically cool, but they probably won't do that. This is the SPB505. You can see a pattern here. We're going from the 3 to the 5 and then to the 7. I'm not sure if they'll do what they did with some of the other ones where they went crazy with a bunch of different colorways, different case colors. You know, you can do a coated black case, you could do a gold tone case. This is the SPB507. Saves you nearly $100 to go with this green one. Ditch the bracelet. You can pick up a bracelet somewhere else or another Seiko bracelet. But this green with the gold, probably the one I would go with if I'm going to pick one up. It's just the one that resonates the most with me. I mean, I've owned the older Alpinist, the SARB 017, and really adored that watch. It was a great watch. It's, you know what it is? It's not intrusive into your life. It's a good size, 39.5, 46 lug to lug, and now a little bit thinner at 13. It's just a very much wearable watch. It fits underneath the cuffs. Coat this time of year, it's winter where I'm at. It's such a great watch. Let's give these all a blast with the UV light. Now these Alpinist, they lume these little dots around the outside because they have the numbers are more, you know, polished or brushed, polished, satin, I guess, to kind of have a better look. But you can see even with that minimal real estate out there, it glows really good. And of course, when you buy Seiko, you do get really good lume, and it endures the life of the watch. This SARB that I own here is getting to be pretty old, and you can look at how good the lume still is. So that's where you get a lot of good Seiko quality with the all in-house materials, components, everything used. They control, obviously, the quality, and they bring quite a bit of quality for the money. So again, big thanks to Trifecta Watches. You can reach out to them. They'll get a restock. These are all sold, but they'll get a restock. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next vid.